Hello, my name is Grace, and today I'm going to be talking about ways you can prepare nutritious foods on a budget. Let's start talking about groceries. First, make a grocery list, stick to it, and don't shop hungry. Making a grocery list can seem difficult at first, but planning out meals can help you to make your list. We will have other videos on how best to make a list. Next, shop at grocery stores that have loyalty cards. These often allow you to access additional sales and promotions. But that being said, be sure not to buy something just because it's on sale. So to plan meals, first check your refrigerator, your freezer, and your pantry to see what you already have. You can build a meal around something simple you already have. So say you have a lot of frozen vegetables. A good idea might be to plan some soups or casseroles where you can stir those frozen vegetables in. Next, check the weekly grocery store ads to see what's a good deal. Using sale items in your menu can help you to save money. If you see blueberries are a good deal, you can plan these as a snack. You can make blueberry muffins for breakfast, a fruit pizza with blueberries for dessert, or if it's a really good deal, you can buy extra and freeze some for another day. When planning meals, it's a good idea to keep a list of recipes that are favorite for the people you live with. List meals and snacks that you like and use that list when you have a hard time thinking of meals. Also, plan to have leftovers. You could make a double batch of something one night and serve it again for another night's dinner or as lunch the next day. This works well if you know you have a busy night coming up and won't have time to cook. Next, when planning meals, be flexible. Think of simple things to stock up for breakfast and lunch and snacks, especially if you know you're going to be on the go with work and school. And when you're planning meals, try to balance your food groups. Are there fruits, differently colored vegetables, and whole grains there? Are there balanced proteins? Use your freezer and your pantry to your advantage. Buying frozen vegetables and fruits, as well as canned, can help you to stretch your dollar for the food you get. The USDA has many sources for helping you to eat healthy on a budget, and we're going to go through one of those resources now. We'll be going through the servings of food recommended each day if you're following a 2,000 calorie diet. The first food group we're going to talk about is fruit. It recommends having 2 cups of fruit each day, and 1 cup from the fruit group counts as 1 cup raw, frozen, or cooked or canned fruit, or a half a cup of dried fruit, or a cup of 100% fruit juice. Next are vegetables. We recommend having 2.5 cups each day. 1 cup from the vegetable group counts as 1 cup raw or cooked or canned vegetables, 2 cups if it's leafy salad greens, or 1 cup of 100% vegetable juice. I also recommend trying to get a variety of vegetables and focus on eating vegetables that are dark green, red, and orange. The next food group are grains. The recommended amount each day is about 6 ounces. And 1 ounce from the grains group is 1 slice of bread, 1 ounce of ready-to-eat cereal, or about a half a cup of rice, pasta, or cereal. For protein, it's recommended to get 5.5 ounces a day. 1 ounce is the same as 1 ounce of cooked or canned lean meats, poultry, or seafood, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, or a 1/4 cup cooked peas or beans, or about a half ounce of nuts and seeds. For the dairy food group, 3 cups are recommended. Each cup is about a cup of milk, 1 cup of yogurt, or a cup of fortified soy beverage like soy milk. If you like cheese, 1.5 ounces of natural cheese or 2 ounces of processed cheese can count towards that 1 cup. Now, when it comes to choosing which foods to get, I do have some tips. Prioritize whole foods over processed foods. Think about eating fruit and cheese or nuts and seeds as snacks rather than granola bars. These whole foods are going to be cheaper and more nutritious. But this doesn't always have to mean that you need to make every meal from scratch. Jarred pasta sauce is a great tool to use rather than buying all the ingredients for a homemade sauce. However, there are a few things you can be on the lookout for when you're purchasing processed foods. Going for sauces, for example, that are lower in sugar are going to be better for you. This tip can be applied to many different products in the grocery store. Use those nutrition facts labels to compare different condiments, soups, or really anything. Let's talk for a minute about the nutrition facts label. These have been updated recently, and they can help you to make decisions when you're shopping for food. The first thing you want to look at on a nutrition facts label is the serving size and servings per container. Serving sizes are standardized to help you compare similar foods, and these recommend the amount that people typically eat or drink. It's not a recommendation for how much you should eat or drink. Use this information as you go further on the label. If you think you'll be eating twice as much as the serving size, then you'll need to double everything on the label. Next is calories. 2,000 calories a day is used as a general guide for nutrition advice. Your calorie needs may be higher or lower, and they do vary depending on your age, sex, height, weight, and level of physical activity. The number of servings you consume of the food item determines the number of actual calories that you eat. So the nutrients in the food are next. You can use the label to support your personal dietary needs. You can look for foods that contain more of the nutrients you want to get and less of the nutrients you want to limit. The nutrients that are recommended to have less of are saturated fats, sodium, and added sugars. Added sugars are added during the processing of foods packaged as sweeteners, and sugars from syrup and honey, as well as sugars from concentrated fruit or vegetable juice. And a note, having the word includes before added sugars on the label indicates that the added sugars are included in the number of grams of total sugars in the product. The nutrients to get more of are dietary fiber, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. So remember, you can use the label to support your personal dietary needs. Choose foods that contain more of the nutrients you want to get more of and less of the nutrients you want to limit. The last part of a nutrition facts label to look at is the percent daily value. This is the percentage of the daily value for each nutrient in the serving of the food. The percent daily value shows just how much a nutrient in a serving of food contributes to your total daily diet. And this is really helpful to determine if a serving of food is high or low in a nutrient. If something has 5% or less of a nutrient, it is considered low in that nutrient. If the percentage is 20% or higher, this means that it is considered high. So if you find a cereal that has more than 20% of your daily value of fiber, that cereal is high in fiber. And you can use this information to help you to make informed decisions the next time you're at the grocery store. So to recap, start by making grocery lists for when you shop. Try to find foods or other products that are on sale. Plan out meals when you can so that you're not buying too much food at one time. Try to get a balance of foods from all food groups. Use the nutrition facts labels to help you compare food items and make smarter and more nutritious food choices. Let us know what your favorite budget-friendly meals are in the comments.